Hey everybody, Justin with PumpPal here, and if you're looking to figure out how to build a workout routine, you found the right video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a workout routine. I'm going to show you how to do this in PumpPal, and I'm going to show you some more features that PumpPal offers you that you should take advantage of if you want to use the app for your workout routines. If you want to check out the app and follow along in the video, just go to your app store, search for PumpPal. It'll be under PumpPal Physical Activity Logs. Download it, install it, register, and then from there you can follow along with how we're going to build out the different ways you can build out a workout routine. Otherwise, you can just follow along in this video and take a look what it offers you, and then decide if you want to use it from there. So let's get started, okay? Once you get the app, you register, you'll be brought to this screen. It'll be your plan screen, and essentially what your plan screen is your plan for the week, right? So you have your different days you're going to do a plan. That plan has the exercises you're going to do that day, and you can then record those as you move along. So the simplest way, I would suppose, if you're new and you're trying to figure out how to build a workout routine, chances are you probably don't know what exercises to do or anything like that, right? The easiest way to get your workout set up in PumpPal is in the bottom here, that big red button. It says, let's build your plan. You can start there. So essentially what you do is you select that, and it'll bring it to a new screen like this. And it's going to ask what your fitness level is, right? Are you a beginner? Are you intermediate? Are you advanced? Beginner would be something that you kind of went for a couple weeks, but then you didn't go for 3 months, 6 months. Then you kind of went for a few more weeks, and then you kind of didn't go, or you never went at all, right? You're still in the beginner category, so I would select that. Intermediate would be someone that you lifted 1-2 years consistently. Advanced person will be like 2 years plus. You've been going a long time. But then you need to decide how many days a week you want to work out. Generally, it defaults to 3 because generally people work out about 3 days a week, right? If you want, you can do like splits where you do 5 days a week. Just choose how many days you can actually stick to the program. Don't go, balls to the walls if you're new, because you might not be able to stick to it, right? You want to pick the amount of days you can actually stick to. So select that, click next. And you'll be asked, if I can find my image, what is your primary goal, right? If your primary goal is to lose weight, you want to select that. Some people are trying to gain some muscle, and some people want general health, like you just want to, maintain what you have, get that heart pumping so it's healthy. More or less, you're just maintaining and making sure you stay healthy. Gaining muscle, chances are you might be a skinnier guy. Or maybe you're a bigger guy, you just want to get stronger. You can gain muscle, and then lose weight. Make your decision on that one, and then go ahead and click next. And then you'll be prompted on another screen if you have access to a gym or not. If you have access to a gym, obviously you want to select gym. If you want to work out at home, the home workout to be a lot of body weight exercises, things like that. Otherwise, if you want to just work out outdoors, you can select outdoors, with like more cardio and more body weight stuff inside that workout, right? And then you just click next. And then it will present you with your workout routines here. Like you have full body. I think when this one I did it and took the pictures, I picked lose weight, gym, 3 days a week, and it generated these plans for me back when I did it. And this one's like a full body gym workout. You can do compound lifts 3 days a week. You got machine essentials, and then you have dumbbell only. And you can kind of pick it, and then it creates these plans for you, and then puts them to your plans screen here. If I can find my plan screen, there you go. And then you'll have your plans in your plans screen, and you can just begin to do your plan. If you wanted to, too, you could do a manual setup. So if you're at the plan screen here, and you go to the little plus button in the top right, it'll open up a plan here. If I can find it. And you give the name of the plan. Maybe you're going to do arms that day. Maybe you'll call it arms day. Pick which day a week it is, and you hit add plan. And then I'll add that plan to the plan screen manually here. And then you can simply select it, and then you can begin to add your exercises to it, right? Whatever you want to do for that day. And then you can have a list of the exercises you're going to do. And what's cool about PumpPal is like you can do it by category, either by weight training, body weight training, cardio, or stretching and mobility. And depending on what you select for that exercise, I'll show you only things that involve weights, or only thing that involve body weight, or only thing that involves cardio for those exercises. So a pretty cool little feature to kind of sort through a bunch of stuff quickly, depending on what you're trying to do in your exercises. Then of course you can begin your workout from this screen. Where did I go with it? That's not the right picture here. 1 second, I'll find it. Maybe I don't have a picture of it and this is covering it. But usually from this screen, you can then click Start Workout and it'll bring you to your next screen where you can track your workouts while you're doing it here. Let me go here. Oh, there it is. Here, so say you're doing your bench press and you simply would just record the amount of weight you did, how many reps you did, and then your rest time and your 1 rep max, right? And then you just go through your weights and then it'll go through your rest time. It'll play a sound when it's ready to go. If you use workout apps before, this is kind of standard for a workout app. They could kind of tell you when your rest period's up and records your workouts. So super cool to build a workout routine in PumpPal. Couple options to go with. The simplest option is just to use the plan builder. The plan builder will then give you plans, and then you can simply get started and follow those plans. Not too much thought involved in it. If you want to do like a workout routine you found somewhere else online, maybe you found that you liked it, you can manually add those, or you can build your own the way you want to do it, right? And then another feature we have in the plan screen. Let's say you use the plan builder, right? And you use it for a few months and you want to try out different workouts maybe you found online, or maybe use the plan builder again and build a new plan, right? And you want to save these work plans for later. That's where groups come into play, right? This is a new feature we added in iOS. It's coming to Android by the end of this week. But essentially in the top right there, you have the folder button or the group button. If you select that group button, it'll prompt you and ask you, where did I go with that one? I think it's here. Yep. It'll ask you if you want to keep plans in the plans list. So essentially, if you select this option, all the plans will stay in the plans list, but it'll grab those plans and put them into a group, right? If you no longer want to, usually the plans you want to keep in the plans list are the ones you're currently doing. So you always open up those plans. So if you're not planning to use those to keep them a bit more organized, you can remove them from your list. Otherwise, you want to keep them in the list. You want to continue using them and maybe just group it up for now for later use. But make a choice and you keep plans in a list and you'll be brought to a new screen to create your new group. Like this, right? This one here, you can add a group and give the group a name. Maybe you had like a week where you're doing like leg development and you want to get your legs bigger. So maybe you did a few months of making your legs get bigger. Then you have a description for the plan, right? Inside here. And then if you grouped it from the group button, by default, each one of the plans in your plans list will be selected to be added to the group. If you're in the group screen and you manually create a group, whatever's in your plans list at the time, you can select those plans from the plans list, right? And then you hit save and it'll create a group for you. Like this. In this example, I did a bunch I set up a bunch of plans for the week that involved body weight at home workouts. So I put those plans into a group and I named it at home workouts, right? And then what's cool about this is it'll always remember these. It'll be grouped up. And if you select that group, there will be an option here to then add group plans to plans list. So later on, maybe you come back to your leg workout or your body weight workout or whatever it is, and you can insert it into the plans list so you can use it again, right? Super cool feature to keep things organized, maybe different types of workouts grouped together, maybe a workout you actually like, but you're going to try a new workout program for the week, and you want to save those for later just because you want to come back to them. You give them a good name, a description, and you can hold on to those plans for later. So that's the kind of idea with groups. New feature to PumpPal, only in iOS at the moment, but I do plan to have it in Android by the end of this coming week. But yeah, that's pretty much how you can make a workout. The easiest way to make a workout routine is, I can't talk today. The workout routine is in PumpPal, and you can go ahead and you can create groups plans inside your groups. Um, More cool features in PumpPal that I wanted to mention, just because you might not know we have it, is we have progress photos inside PumpPal. Let me go in here. And this is a great feature in PumpPal to really track your progress, because the scale doesn't always say everything, right? There's changes that might be happening in your body, and that scale hasn't moved, or maybe it moves slower than you thought. And you might not notice the changes in your body if you're not tracking it. Like a lot of times, I feel like I have like small arms because I'm a pretty heavy set guy. I gotta lose weight, right? And like I don't realize how big my arms actually are. And like they're 17 inches, right? And then like, I mean, for 17 inches cold flex, so those are pretty big arms for a natural bodybuilder. And like because I didn't personally take progress photos, I didn't see these changes, and I feel like my arms are the same size. But the only thing I noticed is my shirts would fill in. But anyways, I'm kind of on a tangent here. Progress photos helps you track those changes. So if you go to the progress photos menu, you're going to get a list of your progress photos, right? And it keeps track of your front shot, your back shot, and your side shot, right? It always remembers your first one. So you keep taking these pictures over time, maybe at bi-weekly, maybe weekly, and you keep collecting them, and you can see changes in your body over time. If you don't know how to take progress photos, on the top there's a tips, tools, and recommendations button. You want to click that, and then it'll show you all the different tools you can get, when you should be taking these pictures, the right lighting, everything you need to know about taking progress photos will be in the tips, tools, and recommendations, right? Maybe you already, all right, maybe you already have taken some progress photos and you want to add those progress photos into the app so you can track it that way. The plus button on the top right will allow you to select that, and then it will bring up a menu of all your pictures on your phone, and you can select those. Or you can take the pictures on the fly by hitting the camera button on the top right, and then it'll pull up the camera, and you can take it at that moment, right? So two options to be able to take these pictures. On the newer version of the app, I got to get a new picture of this screen. It's only a plus button in the top right, and then when you select it, it gives you the option to use the camera on the fly or upload a photo. So if you're not seeing it that way on the phone right now, it's because you're on a newer version of the app, and then it's just one button to give you more space to push that progress photos up into the title menu. So that's why I did that. But yeah, once you decide how to do that, either take the picture now or upload it from your phone. You'll be prompted to a new screen with the photo, like this. And then you have the picture, and then you have the date you take it on. You can change that date. Like if you uploaded it from your phone and you already took it, maybe a month ago, you can put the date when you took that picture and change the date. But generally, whenever you upload it or take that picture, you're going to want to take that picture, or it's going to default to that date. So it's just handy there. But you can change it if you want to. Then you want to select what pose it is. Is it a front shot, a side shot, or a back shot? Is it one of your favorites? Maybe it's a good picture and you like it. You want to mark it as your favorite. Maybe it's a private photo, so you can go ahead and save it as your private. And then below that, there's some notes you can take on it, and then you can go ahead and take notes on that picture. Maybe you've seen a change, maybe you like something about it, and you can make a note, and then you hit save, right? And then it'll be added to your progress photos pictures. And then you start to collect these over time. You want to take, your front, side, and back shots consistently over time. Or then you can easily compare them in the app. On the top right there, you have a compare button. You hit the compare. And it will show you a comparison side by side. So you have front, you got side, and you got back. So if you hit the side button, you'll see the side. Hit the front, you'll see the front. Hit the back, and you'll see the back. Pretty cool. Only in PumpPal you get these types of features. You can quickly visually see your progress over time. Cool feature. Check that out if you'd like. And then then you will see your progress over time, and the scale may be more discouraging than it needs to be. But yeah, definitely check that out. Cool feature in PumpPal after you get your workout routine set up, right? Another cool feature in PumpPal is body measurements. And this screen, it kind of goes in the same lines of the progress photos. The scale doesn't say the total The scale doesn't always say everything about what's going on with your body. And maybe even in the progress photos, you might not see a subtle quarter-inch change in those photos, right? You probably only notice maybe an inch change. And measurements allow you to take these measurements, and you can see these measurements happen over real time. Like I just did a weigh-in this morning, and I'm the same weight. Didn't do that great at my diet this week. I was the same weight, but my waist did go down by a quarter inch. So that's a good thing, right? So what you want to do in this one is you want to take your first measurement, just to give you a rundown of the measurement screen itself. If you're not sure how to measure, once again, the tip tools recommendations at the top. You click that, and you go ahead and follow the instructions how to do it, when the kind of tools you need to have, when you should measure these things, all that good stuff, tips and tools recommendation. If you're not sure where to measure, you can hit the show measurement picture. And it'll give you a diagram of all the places you can measure on your body or where you should be measuring for these measurements. And then you can go back to here. And if you want to make a new measurement, in the top right, you just hit the plus button, and you'll be brought to this screen where you add in your measurements, right? Whatever your weight is, whatever your body fat percentage is, your waist, your hips, your chest, your neck, your left bicep, right bicep, all those good measurements you want to get inside there, and then it remembers your first measurement. Here. Then over time, as you collect all these measurements, you can then compare your measurements from your first measurement, and that's the button on the top right, the compare button. If you select that, it'll bring you to a new screen like this. And it'll compare your first and your current measurement. So maybe your body weight down, it shows green, your body weight went down, body fat percentage went down, your waist, your hips, your chest, your neck, your left bicep, and your right bicep, right? So let's say you're in a position, you're trying to lose weight, the scale didn't change. Once again, like I said, this morning I lost a quarter inch off my waist. My weight stayed the same, right? So I can tell that like at least what I'm doing was a body recomposition. So I had a little something happen that I wanted to happen. I want my belly to go down, right? So my belly did go down, but my waist stayed the same. That kind of made me happy, right? Maybe you are trying to lose weight and the scale didn't change, but your biceps got bigger by a quarter inch. Well, maybe that's a little added muscle that you just kind of like, you lost some fat and then you add some muscle to your arms. There's a lot of little changes that happen and you just don't realize they're happening. But taking these measurements allow you to see that visually and know that there was changes even though that scale did not change. And it'll keep you motivated to keep going. Another cool feature to PumpPal is your reasons. And I add to this like by the day. Like I didn't like pictures I was in with a family meeting, or like my belly was showing too much in it. And I was all mad, so I added to my reasons, like you gotta look better in photos. I mean, you have a million reasons why you can lose weight and get in shape. I mean, it's endless. I add to it daily. But you want to add your reasons in here. Maybe you want to build strength. Maybe you want to look better so you can have an easier dating life. Maybe you want to just improve your health. You're getting older. Maybe you got to change what you're doing to stay healthy. Whatever your reasons are, you want to mark these reasons down, right? And then when you're beginning to lose motivation, you simply go back into your reasons, read your reasons, remind yourself why you're doing it, and then go to the gym, right? And it keeps you motivated. Or if you're going to cheat your diet, reread your reasons, and then remind yourself why you shouldn't cheat in your diet, right? And it helps you keep on track over time. If you're not sure what reasons you should put in there, we did offer some presets here. If you hit the presets button, it'll give you a list of good reasons why you should be working out and try to stay in shape, right? You can build strength, you can lose weight, you can improve your mental health, increase energy, maybe you have a doctor's recommendation, be a role model for your family, perform better in sports, and gain confidence. Tons of reasons. I add to it all the time. I think of something and I'll add it in there, and that fires me up for the day. Even just writing in there. Maybe you don't go back, but sometimes it fires you up. Like I said, just today I seen some pictures. I didn't like how I looked in the fucking pictures. I added it to my reasons why I should keep going, right? Everyone has their battles. Don't beat yourself up. Just stick to your reasons. Stick to the gym. Stick to your workout routine. Eat well, right? Reasons help with that. Let's go ahead and show you our lifetime package. And this is really big right now. If you wanted to purchase lifetime access, this price is the lowest it's ever going to be. It's only going to go up from here probably by the end of the year. It's a great price, $39.99. Other apps will charge upwards of $150 to $200 for a lifetime access. Right now, it's a great deal because I'm a small developer trying to build this app, and that just helps me keep floating so I can keep building new features for the app that you can use. And the bonus to you is with the lifetime access, you'll get no ads. You'll be grandfathered into new features, so all the new features later on that I add, you're going to have them. I do believe I'm going to have to change around some features that I have free right now to paid, depending on like what I'm how if I can talk. I'm going to have to change it to a subscription model, depending on like I think in the progress photos, like you maybe take so many, but it uses server space, so I have to charge for that, right? So like that's something like I might charge for later. But right now it's free to use, so check it out and use it. But later on, for that low price, you're gonna have access to it for the rest of your life, right? It's a one-time payment. You get a limited time price, that $39.99. Also, it syncs across your devices. So if you're tracking your on your phone, and you have a tablet, if you sign into both of them, it'll sync those numbers up for you. If you get a new phone, all you have to do is sign into your new phone, and all your data comes back in your phone. So big bonuses right now, great price. Check that out and decide if you want to use that in the app. Otherwise, there's also a feedback option. I love feedback. If you give me some feedback on the app, I'll reply to you within 24 hours. Maybe you have a new idea for the app, and you can send that to me, and I can get it implemented. Maybe you see a problem in the app that I'm not aware of. You can send me problems, and I'll reply to you for 24 hours. Maybe you checked out this app after this video, and you're not going to use the app. Tell me why you're not going to use it. Feedback's awesome. That helps me improve the app, and I can make the app you want to use, right? Other than that, I think I covered what I want to cover today. I hope you go check it out. PumpPal Physical Activity Logs in the App Store. Check it out. Download it. Tell me what you think. And like and subscribe to this channel, as I'll be making more videos like this. And you can see new features as I add them. The newest feature is that groups option. I'm going to finish it up in Android, and I have a new feature I'm going to be adding into the workout next, and you might like it. Otherwise, thanks for watching. You have a good day. Bye now.